Hello, welcome back. Sorry, getting messages all of a sudden. Um, I'll respond to you guys if you have any questions. Just shoot my gamertag message, Art Gunslinger without the underscore. That'll be my Xbox tag. I'll respond after the vids. Unfortunately, I only have a small amount of time to do each and every one of these things here. Okay. So, we left off at the roofing bit. This is the hardest part, in my opinion, to getting my style down. I've watched a lot of, like I said before in earlier videos, I've watched a lot of YouTubers, Minecraft builders from Ducon. I especially advise watching Ducon, Jamsy Boy, and Lord Dacker for this maneuver here. But we've had many players in our server and our community try to mimic my curve roof styles. It's a hard thing to do because it's a pain in the ass, simply put, to do. It takes a lot of practice. Not all of them are arched just yet. Some of them are just basic flat with a little itty bitty hump in the center. But to get the arch, you're going to have to really kind of plan it in your head while applying it, in real time. And I'll show you what I mean. I might just be confusing more of you. So for the center parts of the roof, every center, you want to make sure that at least, again, if you're mimicking my style, you'll want to copy the dark oak on all the rooftops, on all the central linings. And we're gonna go in by 1+, I guess. We'll do it like that. Give me one moment, folks. It seems like we have some problems with the stream. I'll be right back. Oh, no. I think they're going away. Okay. So, where we left off here. You're going to want to put 3 full-size blocks on the pillars, the highest points, the highest angles of each of the roofs, including overhangs. We're going to start the overhangs all at the same time. From there, we're simply going to go one up, start carrying blocks across. So they form that little curve right there. The roof here, the overhangs here are going to be very different. They're going to be some of the more difficult parts of the roof to accomplish. So we're going to come back to those in just a second. Now for the center part of the roof itself, the main body, as you can tell, my style is relying heavily on cobblestone. If we had thatched blocks, we could use hay bales, but you can't get half slabs with hay bales. It's kind of necessary for the detail, for the texture, the amount of work you want to put into the roof. So we're going to use cobblestone simply because you have staircase versions and slab versions of the block. So we're going to start filling them in as quickly as we can. We'll go side to side. Make sure it's all covered up. You'll always want to start on the actual slopes themselves. You never want to start the roof from the center or anywhere else. So you'll always want to work your way out and in. Kind of like when you're building a house, if you review the tutorial later, I always built the house from the bottom up. It's just a good rule of thumb, really. And it'll save you a lot of time if you mess up later. Okay, so I'm going to start mimicking what I did on top. So you kind of go one backwards and then go up one. and you'll kind of drag it across just like that. Go one, and then there it is. It should match up. If there's anything you guys want me to slow down on or kind of repeat on if you're watching live, then by all means, I'll go over it if you have a question. We will do all the way across. What's that? All the way across. We're just kind of ignoring the overhangs for now. The overhangs are usually the last part you want to touch in the roof, just because they're final detail. You're gonna want to keep those disconnected where the overhang intersects. Alright, so we've got a somewhat nice curve. I seem to have missed one. Somewhat nice curve going on. Cool. Okay, so you should end up with something like that. Now we're gonna keep the bottom, and we're gonna keep the bottom true with the top. What I mean by that is you're gonna, breaking my own rule there. You're gonna make sure that both blocks that you place on that angle carry the same distance. So when the top one ends there, the bottom one's gonna end there. The top one begins here, the bottom one's gonna begin here. And it's very confusing if you're just watching and not doing it. I remember when I first learned this trick from Jamsy Boy that I had to keep rewatching the videos or pausing them at crucial moments just so I can kind of catch, you know, the pattern, the tempo he was going with. Because he's pretty quick at building and kind of getting there. We'll keep dragging that, drop that. Now, unlike their styles, I've kind of simplified it a little bit. It's not as intricate as any of the YouTube builders, but it works. It's fast, it's easy, it's easier to grasp. I've taught a few of our builders already a little bit of how to do it. Some of them still catching up just a bit. This one, yeah, that's got to be taken down a notch. That was my screw up. Okay, continue that, and we'll continue. Oh, sorry. The roof, honestly, though, is going to be the longest thing you're gonna have to work with. There's no easy ways around this thing. Okay, so now we can start filling in. As fill-ins, we're gonna start doing the sides. And there's actually, when it comes to the roof, and the rest of the build for that matter, I'm just simply giving recommendations. You don't have to follow everything I do, you know, page by page. If you're just starting out building in Minecraft, I would follow the videos, the tutorial, script for script there, until you can get on your own feet and morph things to your style, blend it to your own creation, to I guess adopt it and change it to what suits you, if that makes any sense. Make it your own. Alright, we'll just add those so we cover up the little angles there. Okay, so we kind of got some of the roof started. This is kind of where a lot of the builders sort of stop and they just go ahead and slap on the trim. We can do that just so we have a clear picture of what's going on, but this won't be all we do with the curve. There's a lot more to it in a bit. Let's see, we can start first off by closing all of this down. Anything it opens up to. Just like that. Close that side. Oh, why is that different? Let's turn that sideways. Close that. I apologize if it gets a little dark. We'll we'll punch our way out. Interiors we can work on later on a different video. Okay, so now you should have a roof that goes all the way down to those support beams you placed way earlier when building the second floor. As you can see now, things are starting to fall into place. This is where I start using stairs for roofs. Most people will use staircases the whole way through the roof, and it just looks like a, you know, straight triangle. That's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I've been known to do that too for simpler, more countryside looking homes. This isn't exactly your typical countryside, so we're changing this up a little bit. Something Nordic, something more elegant. So the staircases of choice for me, spruce wood, dark oak as an afterthought. Spruce primarily though, because we're going to drag this all the way across that way. See what I mean? Oh, hello. That was too low. I do apologize. Dragging it this way. This, at this, at this. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a right side up staircase. Every one of these blocks here, as quickly as I can. Running out of time. There, there. There. Place one there, place one there. Right side up. As they intersect there, we're gonna keep that rhythm going. It's another one. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, that might be wrong. Just a little bit. So it looks like for these, they go a bit lower for the overhangs. Sorry about that. A little bit of confusion there, I know. You'll see why. And it mostly has to do with the fact that the overhang is actually lower than the primary dominant roof, which is why it has to go that. Oh, thank you, Synergy. If any of you guys, by the way, are wanting to join, just hit up arcrealms.weebly.com. If you can't remember that, I'll post it in my YouTube link when this gets archived. It should already be in Twitch in my profile, but you can also search my gamer tag on Xbox.com or on Xbox in general and look up Art Gunslinger. Oops. Look up Art Gunslinger without the underscore. And thank you, Morris. Mr. Clark is actually our one of our vets here, Randall Cobb. Good man. The finest here. Alright. There we go. Keep that there. And it looks like we're running out of time for this build here, so I'm just going to quickly place the angles. I unfortunately do not have time to finish this today in one sit down. So I'll be back later with another video. Hopefully 2 more. It might take about 2 more 15-minute sessions just to get the roof complete and the walls detailed. And maybe with time sparing in the second video, we can do some interior. Just kind of showcase those. Oh my gosh, I forgot that roof. Alright, we'll worry about that one later. Make a note. Yeah, Synergy, I'm sorry. Priorities. Alright guys, well, glad you guys stopped by. Hope you enjoyed. You can check out my YouTube channel, arc_gunslinger. Or my Xbox tag, arc_no_gunslinger, for the rest of the videos to this small little series tutorial. And if you want to learn how to build this thing from the ground up, I mean, I'm talking ground, like framework, stilts of logs, do what you see now. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your night. Talk to you guys later.